Hi, Carrie from Oliver Insurance here. It's my first video. I am hoping to do a few of these video shorts to provide some valuable information about what's going on in our industry and how it affects you. Today's topic is rising insurance premiums. It's happening, friends, unfortunately. If you have not already seen a rate increase, most likely you are going to be faced with that this year. It stinks. We understand. Domestically and worldwide, there's a lot of challenges going on. You've got rising inflation, you have supply chain issues, labor shortages, environmental disasters. All of those things have trickled down and are changing insurance premiums, and not for the better, unfortunately. It stinks. We get it. We understand. Quite frankly, just the long and short of it is it costs more to replace and repair the items that we insure. That's just really the simplest way for me to put it. It's frustrating even if you haven't had a claim or a ticket or anything like that to see those increases. We understand. But it is pretty much happening across the board. So there are some things that our agency is trying to do to mitigate some of those rising costs. Just so you know, our goal is to make sure that you are, one, properly insured. Because there's no sense paying for a less than mediocre insurance policy if it's not going to do what you need it to do when something happens. Right? Am I right? And so our goal, again, one, properly insured, two, at a fair and competitive price. So again, it's a fair price and it's competitive. Now that doesn't necessarily equal out to it was the same premium that you paid last year. We really wish it would be, but it's not. We don't set the pricing. We hope that you understand that. As Oliver Insurance is your agent, we don't set the pricing. That comes from the carriers. And when I say carrier, I am talking about your actual insurance company. So that could be a Safeco, a Progressive, Liberty Mutual, Travelers. We have a host of quality and reputable carriers that we work with. They set the pricing, not us. Now, that being said, not all carriers raise prices the same percentage or at the same time. So we will quote multiple carriers, and sometimes there's an advantage with one over the other, but still giving you the proper coverage. Because again, it really comes down to just still making sure that you're properly covered. We are looking for discounts that you might not have been taking advantage of. Again, first video, bear with me here. We're using our industry knowledge to make sure that we can recommend proper coverages for you. So you're protected. But there are potential things where maybe you were over-insured in a certain area and you might not necessarily need that right now. So we're going to work through all of those things with you by remaining a people-forward agency. We want to be here for you. You can call us. You can stop in if you're in the Canby area. We're here. If you call 503-266-2715, you're going to get a real person who answers the phone about 99% of the time. We are closed from 12:30 to 1 for a little lunch break, but most of the time, a real person's going to answer the phone and do their very best to help answer any questions that you have, address any concerns, and basically take the weight of insurance, which we know is not fun, off of you. We want to be your insurance go-to person and relieve some of that unknown from you. That's our job. We're the ones that are supposed to know. Okay, let's see here. What else can I tell you? We want you to be careful about finding some no-name insurance brand on the World Wide Web and risking your things that you've worked for. You've worked too hard for your stuff. Don't risk it with some no-name insurance agency that's going to be a stinker when you have a claim And you pay all this money for insurance and it needs to work for you when you need it to work. So all we ask is that if you come across that stuff, please call us first. Talk to us. We're going to be straightforward, honest with you. If we can't beat coverage that is comparable, we're going to tell you. And, there's just no smoke and mirrors. It literally, in our industry, it is what it is. There's no markups. We can't do any of that kind of thing. So, and it doesn't cost more to go through our agency versus going on your own. So, that's another misconception that we hope people understand. Now, another carrier that we don't have access to might have a different rate that we can't provide, but that's a different scenario. So, and probably another explanation for another day. We just really want to thank you for your trust in us. If you are not an Oliver Insurance client and you're interested, please visit us. Find us online, find us socially. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. We like to try to be funny and knowledgeable, personable. We're real people, and we care about taking care of you and all the things that you've worked so hard for. So thank you. This went a little bit longer than I was hoping it would. It's about 6 minutes. Next time I'll try to do better. Thanks. Bye.